Well, it's Thursday, June the 22nd, 2017. I can't believe it. This is already episode 19. That's pretty good stuff. I appreciate you stopping by. My name is Earl Arnold. I am the host of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. Glad to have you. Got a good show planned for you today. But first, my opening comments. Stick around. All right, I'm pretty excited about today. It's Thursday. We're getting close to the weekend. You know, in most of my shows, you've heard a lot of interviews where I'm talking with a lot of musicians, singers, songwriters, producers, engineers. It's just really what I know. This is kind of my background, so I love talking about it. I like to share things about it. And just recently, I've introduced a lot of my friends on Facebook to my music production website. If you haven't seen that, go over there and take a look. It's www.earlarnold.net. Now, you'll see 3 or 4 pages there. I want to really talk to the singers and songwriters on today's show. I know that we've got some musicians, singers, songwriters, young producers, and engineers that are out there. I'd like to share just a couple of things with you. On my music production website, you'll notice that I have a page that's called Meet the Music. Now, on that page, what I've actually done, I've shared a couple of samples of a couple of different style songs. The one thing that I really want to influence here is that I used recording Nashville session players to play the music on the 2 samples that I have on that page. And what I did, I've got one somewhat of an upbeat female country song, and then I've got a slow country song, kind of a love song. And both of them represent what I keep talking about when it comes to those great musicians. One great thing about the example is it does show you when you put those type of musicians in the same room, what they are capable of. Their ability and skill level is just way above the average musician. They're very creative. They have a skill level that's just unmatched. And that's why these guys and girls are called all the time to play on records, to play on hit songs. If you are a singer and songwriter and you're wanting to pursue what you're doing, if you're very passionate about it and you want it to turn out great, if you want your song to be magical, I really believe with all my heart that the only way to do that is to truly get the right musicians in place. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can't do anything on your own. I really don't mean that. A lot of the stuff that I'm speaking from is I'm talking about myself and my abilities or the lack thereof. Now, I play piano, keyboards, drums, bass, guitar. I play all those instruments. I just don't play them on recordings of my songs because in my heart, I know I can't represent that song musically as well as the musicians that I bring in all the time. That's the biggest reason I'm trying to really influence and encourage always reaching out with your song to the great musicians who can really create something magical that I know I'm just not able to do skill-wise. So, again, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're not good enough. You might be. I just know that I'm not. I've got a couple of friends that they are amazing, could play every instrument on their own. But again, there's only 2 or 3 of them that I know that can just sit down, write the song from start to finish, sit down behind every instrument and make it sound like $1 million. I'm just not one of them. So my encouragement and influence today, any musicians, singers, songwriters that are out there, please visit my music production website, earlarnold.net. Check out that page I'm talking about. It's called Meet the Music. And what I've done is I've actually broken down where you can listen to each instrument separately. So that way you can kind of hear not just their skill level, but even the quality of the instrument that they're actually using. So check that out. I do hope that that helps. I've been wanting to share a little more about this, and I wanted to take today in opening comments and share that with all of the singers, songwriters that are out there, even engineers. If you're a young engineer, young producer, and you're just starting out, take a listen to some of that. Hopefully it'll give you some ideas. And I've got a contact form right there on my website on the homepage. If you do need to reach out to me, please use the contact form. If you've downloaded the mobile app on your phone, you can use that. The comment form is there. Send me, the message will come straight to my email. I will get it and I will respond. So please send me any questions or comments that you may have, and I'll be glad to answer any questions or help in any way that I can. All right, guys, got a good show for you. That is my opening comments. I appreciate you listening to that. I know that doesn't pertain to everybody listening, but I hope you listen anyways. I appreciate all of the support. Appreciate you guys dropping by each day and listening to the show. Stick around. Well, like I said a minute ago, we got the weekend coming up. Tomorrow is Friday, so that's the day I'm always looking for. And you know what? I just had a little brainstorm, and I thought, what a great idea to have a special guest on the show who actually wrote our weekend theme song on Let's Talk About Tomorrow. The song is called Welcome to the Weekend. Guys, I've got the writer on the show with me today, Mr. Tommy Lee Crosslin. Tommy, are you with us?
Hey, Earl, I'm right here, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. On my way to Nashville, Tennessee.
Ah, that's cool. No, I just...
Free Friday.
Oh, listen. I've been sharing that song, Welcome to the Weekend, every Friday. And, I mean, it's such the perfect weekend song. It fits the show great. I thought, what better way to talk about the song than just bring the writer on the show. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get Tommy on here, and I really would love for you to share with our listeners, how did Welcome to the Weekend, how did that even come about?
Well, I know that everybody, I work in construction, so when you're working in construction throughout the week, what you're looking toward is the weekend.
Yeah.
And I know George Jones did the same song as Earl Thomas Conley.
Yeah.
A while back, and it was about Friday night or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
So I thought, man, we need a weekend song. And so I sat down and wrote Welcome to the Weekend, and I incorporated things that I like to do, like go to the lake and spend time there.
Yeah.
And, get together with friends, maybe pull out a guitar or whatever, and
sure.
And just have fun and just enjoy the weekend, unwind. That's what the weekend's all about.
You got that right. And, you said you're in construction, and by the time at the end of the week, you're ready for the week. Listen, buddy, I'm in a studio all day long, and when the weekend here, I'm ready for it. It's like,
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm ready to like get out of my chair and do something. So, but it's such a cool song. And I do want my listeners to know, man, you're just a great writer in general. I've heard so many of your songs, and I mean, it's like there's that part of me thinking we've got to get some of Tommy's songs heard by somebody, because Tommy needs to be doing nothing but songwriting. But you're a great writer, man. I mean, just tell us a little bit about your writing and how that all got started. I mean, how'd that begin?
Man, I appreciate that, Earl. It actually got started kind of as a challenge. I had a friend that was doing a CD, and they just had a little group where they played that it really didn't have a front man.
Yeah.
So they would play and bring in a front man with their band. And they said, hey, we're going to put together this CD, and since you perform with us sometimes, we'd like for you to be on the CD.
Oh, cool.
They said, you know, if you don't have an original, we'll do a cover or whatever. And I thought to myself, well, golly, I don't want to be the only one without an original.
Yeah.
So I sat down and wrote 17 originals in no time.
That's crazy.
And it was funny because my wife said, "Where did that come from?"
Yeah, I said the same thing because, I mean, you and Teresa, we go back.
We go back away.
Oh my gosh, you know, it's years, and I'm sitting here thinking, I swear to you, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, where did the guy get this skill from? It blew me away, and I was thinking,
you know, Earl. Go ahead.
No,
I'm just going to say that both me and you, we've been in the music for a long time, and I guess it just bottled up, and I guess I gave birth to it not too long ago.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you right now, brother, you had like triplets. I mean, these songs are pouring out of you like crazy. And, you know, I would like to, you know, here in the near future, I'd love to have you back on the show, the next segment with Tommy Lee Crosslin. I'd love to share a couple of your songs right on the show, if that's okay with you.
Sure. And I'll tell you right now, Earl, Welcome to the Weekend is one of two that are really requested when I play out.
Yeah.
Another one is called Blame It on the Whiskey.
Yes.
That's a fun little song and stuff.
Great song, man. I've heard it. It's great. It's another one of those hit songs, you know. So, well, listen now, for my listeners, and I get carried away sometimes because I get so excited. Some of the guests I have on the show, Tommy is from my hometown. So, you know, that's why we go back. We've known each other for years. He's got just a great wife, Teresa, who I love dearly. And now, Tommy, you do actually perform here in Clarksville. Tell our listeners where you perform at, when, things like that.
My next performance is going to be at Rookies, July 14th, from 9 to 1.
Okay.
It's close to home, and, you know, the more you play, the more comfortable, I guess, you get.
Yeah.
Close by home or whatever. But I've traveled some when I did the Elvis tribute and stuff. I've been to Alabama and Georgia and different places when I used to do my Elvis tribute. I
personally have the Elvis tribute. I've got the album. You actually gave me one of the CDs. When he first handed it to me, I'm talking to my listeners here, I thought he was handing me an Elvis CD. Guys, if you haven't seen it, you have to. It's amazing. He looks just like Elvis on the cover of this CD. And then on top of that, he sounds just like him on the recordings. Now, Tommy, do you still do any of the Elvis tribute?
I haven't for a few years.
Right.
But I want to get back in and do just a couple more shows before I, you know, hang up the white boots and the jumpsuit.
Yeah. Does the jumpsuit still fit? That's all I want to know.
No. But with a little encouragement and a lot of working out, they can.
Well, hey, I tell you what, buddy, I'm putting the challenge out right now. I'm going to say by the end of the year, that means you've got like, what, 6 months, 7 months. By the end of the year, I think Tommy Lee Crosslin needs to do a big Elvis tribute right here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I will promote it every day on the show up until then. So that's the challenge to you, man. And I guarantee you we'll have thousands of people that come to it. So we're going to keep challenging you until we have one of those shows right here in Clarksville. And I'm going to be right there, front row seat, so I can check it out. So the challenge is out. You heard it here first, right here on Let's Talk About Tomorrow. This is actually episode 19. And so it's June the 22nd, 2017. So we've just challenged Tommy Lee Crosslin. What do you think about that, buddy?
Man, challenge accepted. You know, Earl, as you get older and then you get a few injuries and stuff, and it's harder to work out and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, being in construction for many, many years,
yeah,
kind of takes its toll on your body. But But I'll get back at it, and I'll accept that challenge.
I think
it's something I want to do.
I think people would love it, Tommy, because you're great at it. You're one of the best I've ever seen at it. So I'd love to see you do it, man. That'd be awesome. So, well, listen, is there anything else that you'd love to share with our listeners going on? I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew who the writer was for Welcome to the Weekend, because it's on the show tomorrow, man. We're going to be playing it again every Friday. So mainly, I just want to say thanks for sharing it. And is there anything else going on that you'd like to share before you get off of here?
I'd just like to say to the audience, get out and enjoy our local talent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it in Clarksville, Tennessee. And
yes,
and I'm sure several of them have been on your show and several more to come.
Yeah.
And just get out and enjoy the different genres of music.
Yeah.
And have a good time.
Good. Awesome.
And welcome to the weekend.
You got that right, buddy. Well, listen, Tommy, I appreciate you stopping by. I know you're busy. I know you're running everywhere. Thanks for taking out a few minutes to talk to the listeners. And, man, we just love having you, and promise you'll stop by again and visit soon.
I will. And thanks for having me on the show, Earl.
All right, buddy. Listen, tell Teresa that I love her and tell her I said hello, okay?
I will. Thank you very
Take
much.
care, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you have it, Tommy Lee Crosslin, the songwriter of Welcome to the Weekend, the song we listen to every Friday. I want you guys to meet him. He's a great guy, one of the best songwriters I've ever heard. And it's like his wife said, where did that come from? Tommy's just got a natural knack. He's a very, very talented guy. And so I'm just really glad he took the time out to be on the show. Thanks, Tommy. Big thumbs up. Great interview. All right, guys, stick around. Okay, my next guest will be joining us today via the Let's Talk hotline. They've got their own segment called the Real Estate Minute. That's right, I'm talking about my friends at Cry Like Realtors, 931-648-2112. And our guest today is one of our friends, Elaine Peterson. She's joining us via the Let's Talk hotline. Elaine, are you with us?
Yes, I am. I'm here, and I am super excited to be back on your podcast again today. Thank you.
Good. How are you?
Well, today is going super well. I am very excited to talk a little real estate today.
Oh, hey, the microphone is yours, girl. Take over.
All right. So I am just really enjoying this hot market that's going on right now in this area of town. It is great for sellers, and you should know that if you're looking to sell your house anytime soon, you should get it out there, get it on the market. Anything that is in good condition and is presenting well and priced right is going to go quick and fast in this market.
Good.
So good for sellers. Buyers need to know that you need to be prepared to put an offer on the house as soon as you know that's what you want. So I encourage my buyers out there to get pre-approved by a lender and to have a real estate agent, which hopefully is me, a real estate agent on your side, sending you homes as soon as they come on the market and available to take you out there as soon as they're on the market, so you can not miss out on that dream house that you're looking for.
What you just said a minute ago, too, and I've heard this before. I hear it from you guys, and I'm glad you're saying this. Pre-approval. Now, even if someone hasn't found a house as of yet, you guys are still really promoting, go ahead and get a pre-approval. Is that correct? Am I hearing that right?
Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, the market is such that a lot of agents will request and require a pre-approval letter from a lender before they will even entertain that offer to their buyers.
I see.
Because they just want you to bring a buyer that is willing and able to purchase that house.
As far as the pre-approval, will there be an amount given telling the buyer, okay, here's what you're, pre-approved for, this amount? Is that right? Yes.
So a lender is going to take a little bit of information from that buyer and work some numbers and say, pull your credit scores and say, okay, you are able to purchase a home up to this amount.
Okay.
And then they can also share what your monthly payments would be, your
good.
insurance on a home, that price, your taxes. So a good lender can do that for you.
And on top of that, you're going to be able to automatically go ahead and do your magic. And I'm glad you brought up, you got to be quick about it if you're a buyer, because if you really do have that great listing, it's going to go quick.
Yes,
somebody's going to grab it.
It is super quick. So, I mean, you need to be ready to put in an offer the day you see it right now.
I got you.
If you really want it, you need to be ready. So having that pre-approval letter, having an agent that is looking, I can set up what's called an auto-notify email to you for homes that meet your criteria. And that can send to you every 15 minutes as homes hit the market.
So there's no way they're going to miss out. I mean, you guys are on top of it, and you're making sure that criteria is met, the amount of home that they've been approved for. I mean, you're locking that stuff in right away. So I understand when you're saying the buyer really does need to be urgent. If they find the house they're looking for, they better jump on it.
That's correct.
Wow.
Yep, no messing around in this market, not what we have right now.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Give us your direct line, Elaine, so our listeners can call.
Sure, you can call or text me at 804-239-0536. And like I said, I can set up an auto notify for you if you're looking to purchase. If you're looking to sell, I'll be happy to come and meet with you and kind of discuss the options and give you what we think, is the best price for your home.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, you can also reach Elaine. The office number at Cry Like Realtors is 931-648-2112. Give Elaine a call today. She's fantastic. We'll work with you and help you out. And she knows what she's doing, and that's who you need in your corner. Elaine, I really appreciate everything. Have you got anything else for us today?
Just been a joy to be a part of this podcast. Thank you so much for putting this together and including me. And I've really enjoyed, being a part of it. Thank you.
You're my new best friend, just for saying that.
Yay.
So I appreciate that. Tell David Green over there we said hello. You have an awesome day. I'll be talking to you again tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You take care, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, big shout out to Cry Like Realtors. Great job. You can call the office at 931-648-2112. Big shout out to David Green over there. Elaine, great job. Thanks for all the great info. Guys, give Elaine a call, 804-239-0536. She's got it going on. Great job, guys. I guess you know what that music means. You know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is. It's somebody's birthday. That's what time it is. Oh, yeah. I hope whoever's got a birthday out there, you're having a great day. It's your day. Have fun. I mean it. And on behalf of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm talking to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. All right, I want to give a big shout out. One of my friends on Facebook, Barbie Schwab. Barbie, have a happy birthday, girl. All right, guys, have fun. Enjoy your day. It only comes around once a year. All right, well, that wraps up another episode. I can't believe it already. Episode 19. Love it. Hey, guys, I've had a great time. Big shout out to Tommy Lee Crosslin. Huge thumbs up. Great songwriter. Because tomorrow we will be checking out Welcome to the Weekend. I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.